The day has finally come. I get to start work on my John Cooper works. Let's go. Hey, welcome back to Now We Drive, and the day's finally come for me to start working on this beautiful John Cooper Works car that, like I said in my intro videos, I want to do absolutely pristine, do it for myself, keep the car, have a bit of fun in it, because yeah, I've been in one of these before and they're fantastic cars. So yeah, if you want a bit more background information, how I got it, etc., go back to my first video, the intro video on Now We Drive. But what I'm going to do is start taking it apart. I'm going to open the car up. It's got loads of bits inside. Let's have a look. So, wow, it's like a treasure trove of bits. Let's have a look what we got. It's kind of difficult trying to do it with one hand, so let's get some stuff out of it. Let's see where we go. So that looks pretty decent. Some kind of inner wing. Ooh, oh yeah. See, I didn't know if the lights were actually broken, but they're not. They're in great shape. Well, this one is. Oh my, that's fantastic. This is fantastic news. I was looking on eBay last night. The halogen ones of them are even second hand, like 350 quid. It was, move this stupid ply out of the way. They were super expensive. So there's another part of the inner wing. It's the inner bumper cover, which is it's in good shape. That's great news. I'm liking this. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is getting even better and better. Fantastic. Another one, completely untouched. Not a crack. Even all the frame is in fantastic nick. Oh my. Oh, happy. Wow, look at this. Again, so expensive. Oh, it's very mucky indeed. Oh, someone's gym gear. Literally, they've crashed the car. Ah, okay, at least I know it's had a service. I'll get into a bit of paperwork in a minute. It's interesting what you find in some of these Copart cars. Up into the under wing, some sort. I'll give all of those a good going over. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's like Christmas. Kind of, if I knew what that was. Now this, I know what this is. This is, I was looking on last night, this actually goes, it's the floor, it's the under panel of the floor, I think. Yeah, sure this goes under the car. What does it? I think it does. I think it just goes under the car. I'm sure I saw something last night online. Oh, now, another nice bit of news. Someone has quite nicely, oops, there we go. They've boxed up all of the nuts and bolts and put them in some kind of refillable cup. And mark them up, front panel. Lights. Bumpers. Don't know what this is. some form of, I don't know what this is. It's obviously something in the front panel, bit of some mounting. Now that's obviously the front, you can see that, it looks pretty nasty, but that's been taken off, but that just unbolts. So you can imagine getting a pair of these. Again, both pretty badly crumpled. That's not how they come out of the factory, obviously. We get a new pair of those. Now I know where this goes. I'm not sure. It doesn't look damaged in any way. Hard to say. Okay. Yep, I know where that is, but that's cracked, so I have to get a new one of those. There's a part number on it as well, which is good. Rads and lower intakes. Whoever put these together actually. Oh, look at this. The outer light chrome bits of the lights, fantastic. Great work there. Oh, what we got? I just saw. Actually, I noticed this. I was looking this up online the other day because it was dangling down from my blue Cooper. I was like, what the hell is this? It's actually the external temperature sensor for the car. So when it shows you on the dash, this is what it is. Quite interestingly, and I appreciate the guys at Mini 2 who actually. I said, any idea what this is? And just kind of slots into the grille, which is quite handy. Oh, some other bits here. Pretty much unbroken. Oops. Oh. Some part of the grille which is pretty much totaled. As you can see, most of the impact, we'll come onto the front of the car in a bit, but you can see most of the impact was taken by the grille. That's absolutely shot. A piece of the floor pan, which again is perfect nick. More pieces of the grille, which is fine. Well, I say fine, it's not fine because obviously it's completely shot. Oh. More, again, these are parts of the under tray for the car. LUR, LUL, so this is left and right panels, which both pretty much untouched. Yeah, they're fine. Right, let's get around the back. Hopefully my mic leads long enough. In fact, let's grab the tripod. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the boot open. Actually, I'm quite close up to the wall. Oh. Oh, no, we're good. We seem to have. Oh, sorry, a bit tangled up here on the old tripod. And you can see that? You see? Might as well do that. What else we got here? We got. Oh, that's handy. Although, actually, I don't know if you can see that. That's the top brace, but it looks a little twisted. Actually, you can see these two bolts. Can you see them? Got a bit closer. These two bolts don't look as they were at the factory, but again, part number on there, so we can get one of those, no problem. Now the grille housing. Let's have a look. Damn, it's bloody heavy. Oh. Now, the fan. I think it might just be that it's. Oh, it's actually snapped there. Is that snapped? I'm not sure about that. Interesting. I have to get some advice, but the fan looks. You might be able to get the plastic plastic part of this, because this is cracked here. But as I said, I don't really want to cut any corners. Like, I just want to make sure this is absolutely top drawer. Yeah, it's got a crack inside, so probably going to have to get a full piece of this. That looks a bit. Can you see that? That looks a little dented, so maybe that's a shot as well. Oh, it's rad. It's seen better days. So I have to get one of those. But I've seen these already on eBay. They're about 300 quid, so it's not disastrous. It's the air cooler part, which is actually, besides a couple of small, is this serviceable? Is this going to be okay? Looks all right. Looks all right. We'll see. We can always bolt it into the car. Some more of the front padding. There's that torsion bar. I saw that on someone else's video yesterday. Bit of a torsion bar, or engine brace, as they say. Again, these are going to have to be replaced. I tell you, one thing I'm super delighted of is that whoever, look at this. Sometimes, you know, you've obviously had someone come in here and do a proper job on this, have a look around it, but they've let's get this panel back in. It's annoying. It's annoying me already. What is that? Something, not sure. Obviously, might be the bonnet, the emergency release for the. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry, I was just looking at this. Can you see? I'm doing it backwards. Oh shit! Yeah, I was looking at that, see what that was. But it looks like it might be some kind of way to release the petrol cap if, like, the battery goes or something. Not much left now. Some more intake, some more plastic, a few bits left over. Can you see these? Yeah, not get these out. Even got the rear parcel shelf, which is very handy. Little things like that. I don't know why, they just really annoy me when they go missing. Oh dear, dear, dear. Let's get this up so it's actually in place. At least I can say my work has begun. Did you remember I told you about cars from York? They are so filthy. They're just everywhere. Oh, hello. What we got here? We got some original care products from Mini. Employees Handbook. Care products. The nice thing about having all of this information is I actually do know the guy's name and where he works, because I've got his employees handbook and I've also got a bill, so I might just get in contact with him and yeah, see maybe when it was last serviced, and that's nice. Little mini bag, whatever is in there, some description. That's cute. It's funny what you find in these Copart cars. I don't know if you remember from my intro video, but if you noticed on some of the pictures, I was going, what the hell is this tape for? Well, I actually think I know what it's for, because taking the door on, out, in and out is flapping around a bit, and I think this, let's take this off. These side, wherever they've been taken off, actually someone's actually just physically taken them off, because they must have had a look underneath and taken the side mounts off, which is fine, because these clips, I think they just pop out. Yeah, they do. I've got a whole bag of these. I got them from Amazon actually. They just pop in and you just lock them in place, which is quite handy. Yeah, so that should be pretty easy. I thought there might have been some breakage, but there actually isn't. It's all in really, really good shape. In fact, top shape. Just needs a bit of a pressure wash and reattaching, which just all clips back in. We can do that, but that's good news. I thought there might have been more damage than that, where we'd have to go and get some new side skirts, etc. But that appears not to be the case, which is great. The two bits that I know we need to, it's going to kind of support everything. These two bits, I know this goes on here, which holds that, which has got the mounting. These are the the bonnet latches that go like this and like this, so that, and all that connects up to that with the hoses. And I would imagine somewhere I've got to figure out where these things go, which yeah, any idea? I'll figure it out, because obviously I've had a good look through the schematics of the John Cooper Works. There's a number of really good sites where you can actually go and view every part number, every possible bit of connectivity. So I'll figure out where those go. But this is, I'm not sure why these. No, I wonder if that's there. Is that? And we know this all bolts together, sitting onto this main lower subframe, I think you would call it. But this is absolutely untouched. Both of these main legs, struts, whatever you want to call them, these are solid. And it's these, obviously, we put on there with some form of crumple facility to be able to get bolted on, and takes a lot of the impact, which it has, as you can see, and it's worked out really well. So you know, jawohl to German engineering. We got some, I don't know if you can see, it's a bit lower. You've got these here as well. This looks pretty nasty. It's had a proper wang at the front. That's going to have to be replaced. That's fine. There was one thing that was annoying me, which here we've got a little loom going on, and one of these looms, let me just get this round, has been snapped off now, which is a real pain. I'm sure I'll find what it is, but yeah, that needs to be done. And if you've anyone seen my soldering on the Fiat 500, I think I'm going to try and get a situation where I'll get actually a new loom, which, goodness, I'm not sure where that actually goes into here. Oh, that's going to be fun. Goes right around the back. Maybe I can get the block connector, whatever's connected to that, and just connect it up, because it looks like it's only one cable, wherever that may go, towards a sensor or something. I wonder if it goes to that heat sensor. Maybe not. Maybe not. So we know where these silver things go, which is great. These things, we know the bar, and the rest, once you've got the frame sorted out, well, I say frame, the bent bolt bits sorted out, including these ones, I'll take this off and get a new one of those, or two of those. Let's see where that actually, is that bolt there? Yeah, it's one bolt, and that bolts, and this bolts onto here, so that is definitely bent, because there's one bolt here, and then you got one bolt onto there, which is all bent up. Now on the other side, that looks actually fine. Yeah, looks actually fine. What's this? It's another little connector. So I'm not sure where that goes. I wonder what that is. Now that's supposed to be open like that. Can you see what I mean? This one here. Yeah. But in general, well, it's a run and drive. It drives absolutely fine. Obviously, I'm not going to run it for too long because of having no rad, and I don't want to overheat the poor fella, or the poor girl. So let me quickly pause the the video, and I'm going to take that front grille off. There's a couple of bolts or a couple of clips at the bottom there. I'll take that in a sec. Let's get my tea while we just have a little look at this. So can we see that there? Right, so this bar here, obviously quite crumpled down this bottom bit, so we have to change this. Now, I'm wondering, this bar seems to be fine. So it's just one bolt takes this off. So we'll have this off, take this out. This is that's interesting. Now what I'm looking at, now you might be able to tell me if that's actually correct. So can you see my hand? Let me get a bit closer. So what I'm looking at now is, right, see, there's the crash bar which I'm going to change. So this goes back. Now there is, move this out of the way. Now you see there's like a kink, 3 like little kinks in that. I don't know if you can see that very well. Yeah, you can see that a little bit. Now it looks like it's actually built for, you know, some kind of crumple, but interestingly enough it's exactly the same on the other side. But it does look, just from my eye, that it looks like it comes out and then slightly comes back in, and that does the same. So I don't think that bar's actually been touched at all. As I say, it's taken a bit of an impact here, but it looks like most of the damage going back has hit the top part of the engine. And this bit's fine, and it looks like it's more over to the left, but that's weird because none of the lights are touched, which was interesting. Now if you look at so I'm just trying to get a bit of a story of the car. So if you look at the bonnet ain't bad. Now I'll probably get a new one because trying to panel beat that out, by the time it's been done, you would imagine that there's not really much point in spending the money. I'll just get a new bonnet and have it sprayed. Only cost me, I don't know, a couple of £100 for the bonnet and £100 spraying. So how much to panel beat this out? I'm no bodywork expert. Well, I'm no expert period, but not sure that's repairable. I might take it to my body shop guy and see what he says. But we'll take a view on that. But that's the last of my that's the last of the issues. So going back, that looks in good shape. It should have been taken off to take the bits off. This looks good. That's fine. Doesn't look at all in bad shape, unlike this one. Or actually no, it actually is okay. Or is it? No, that's bent back there. No, that's straight. No, that's bent. I could probably get a little bit of pair of pliers on that. I'm not sure. With my really crappy little jack, I'm gonna have to buy a new jack. That is ridiculous. Can't do anything with nothing but a proper one. So I've stuck it on some jack stands because when I bought the car on Copart, it said there was possible undercarriage, which was slightly worrying. But I've had a really, really good look around, and there's nothing. Sump's fine, gearbox is fine, all the housing's fine. If we go a bit deeper, we can see where the floor pans were taken off. That's all good. We go a bit deeper. Let's turn it around so you can see. So all of this subframe, which you would imagine would have been damaged if there was, is actually in tip-top shape. All the suspension looks great on this side. I'm not sure what this little vent is, but it looks like it should be here because the mounting bracket's all fine. As I say, this suspension here is fine. cross members fine. Yeah, so as a first pass look with my very untrained eyes, you have to think that I've bought a pretty straight car. Yeah. Let's have a little bit further look underneath. There. There's the exhaust going down. Looks all fine there. See, all of this gets covered up, as I say, because of the floor plan. Sorry, I'm upside down, but I'm under the car. It's kind of difficult to film. Oh, under the car. So, should we have a look what our parts list looks like? So we've got those two front aluminium crumple bar support bars. We've got then that top brace part which is buckled. And we've got what's left of the grille. Then we've got the front aluminium crash bar. We've got the rad. We've got some foam padding that obviously goes behind the grille. I'm not sure about this one actually. It's cracked here. The fan's cracked as well. You know what? On such a high performance car, I don't think it's worth taking any risk because it does look a little bit damaged. So we'll get a new fan and fan housing. Yeah, and obviously this grille is has seen better days, shall we say? So that needs to be done. Having a look around the car in general, you know, the wheels, a little bit of curbing, but nothing really. Tyres are great. Any dinks? No, not a scratch. Not a scratch. This one's clean as a whistle. I might give this a quick polish up. Polish, how dare me. A quick hoover up and look around, but there's absolutely not a mark on it. Besides the front, of course. But you know, this is in tip-top shape. Oh, again, tyres great. Bit of curbing, but they'll come right up. We'll have them clean in no time. Do love them red calipers. Bit of scoring, a bit of rust on that, but that, you know, give that a little spin for 50 miles and that will come off. So there's a first good look around the John Cooper Works. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the first part of my John Cooper Works project. It's been I think it's been super positive. The lights, what a result that was, unbelievable. Given how much they are, that was the thing that was worrying me. So, the other to the parts list, obviously. Let this paint guy have a look at this, but I think I'm going to get a new one. So get online now, get some parts ordered, and see where we go. I'm hoping with you know, a few schematics and diagrams that I can take off the internet, I can put this back relatively quickly and hopefully not too expensively either. And there you go. Thanks once again for joining me here on Now We Drive. I'll be back pretty soon when the parts arrive to see the next episode of the John Cooper Works build. Don't forget, like, subscribe, press the button, tell your friends about this amazing channel, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Cheers.